What's up, all connoisseurs of fiction? It's me, Full0Grace.
It's me, Wendy B.
And this is Ike joining us again. So, yes, last episode was a thing. We're not talking about that ever again. Moving on!
We're not going to discuss it. We're not going to cover it. No. Just go watch the last episode if you haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about this
Moving
anymore.
Okay, so, I have no clue what this episode is. I have no clue what this is.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't remember what it was. Well, I didn't watch it. I went on Netflix and read the description. I was like, I have no clue what this is. So this is going to be, gonna start off and probably be like, what is this? Oh! Or I just have no memory of it because it's been a hot second. So, with that being said, let's just jump in.
Let's get right to it.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, not to do that, but, oh, this episode! Oh. They look familiar.
It does look familiar, actually. Because I'm pretty sure that was the Master Bolt he was holding.
It's Zeus, I
Ah.
think. No, I know. I think it's Jupiter.
I'm not sure.
Oh, Roman.
Maybe early
I
Greek,
see.
but I don't recognize the god form.
What do you mean you don't recognize the god?
Sorry, we didn't mean to scare anyone.
The midwife is gone. I do not know the birthing mysteries.
Interesting. Tiny.
And the village is too far. Please, help us.
What?
So don't,
But don't look at me. I don't know what to do.
like, hello.
Oh no.
There's a Stargate right there with people that know how to deal with it. Like,
Dr. Fraser.
hey, we've got a problem. Can you help with this, and then we'll take them back?
Right.
Oh, wait. This episode. I forgot about this episode.
Well, now you remember what it is?
Kind of memorable.
So this is
The description for the episode was bad.
Oh.
I gotta go check on food.
It's a boy.
Congratulations. You grow strong and you never cease to amaze me with all your talents.
Thank you.
I would call him Dan L. to honor the stranger who
Ooh.
birthed you.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
Aww.
May we offer you the hospitality of our village.
Jack. He's a really hot girl that Jack's eyeing. Yes. Food. Always good.
What if this is Island of the Lotus Eaters? Planet of the Lotus Eaters.
It is pleasing.
Very.
It looks like weird fluffy pizza.
Right?
Should have some.
It looks like there's feathers on top of it. It is only for you. Oh.
That's the wow.
Hi. Lots of women pulling Jack away.
Where are you going?
I already see the problem.
They're pulling him aside and they're having him sitting somewhere else. And the rest of the group is being forced to sit down back over there. This isn't fun.
Have they switched companies yet?
Ooh.
Or are we still on the same?
I think we're the same original one,
Okay.
based off this dance.
Ooh. You like it?
A hypno kind of situation going on here. Oh, goodness gracious. I think he's getting very drugged here.
Yeah.
He's acting drugged. Jack. Yes, this is definitely the original people.
Yep.
Definitely.
I'm having a blast.
I'm not. Moment.
Get there.
Interesting. That sounds like normal.
Yeah, no.
Weren't they all dead?
No sleep.
What happened?
To them or you?
We'll talk about that later. How does an entire village pass
doesn't
out?
want to talk about it.
Something in the food? Well,
Oh, you're still feeling the effects of the drug.
no. Just a little tired.
Colonel?
What the hell is going on here?
Any guesses?
Well, it's clear that they're all meant to be asleep at the same time, and whatever they're eating is causing that.
Hey, Colonel! How you feeling?
But okay.
They all act as if what happened last night was normal. They party until sundown, then they fall asleep, and they wake when the sun rises.
I'd like an explanation.
I think he's hungover just a tad bit.
Just a little.
How, like, I missed it. How much did he drink?
Nothing. He ate the food.
Oh, that must be a powerful drug then.
Oh, yeah.
Keep thinking that.
It is Goa'uld, an obscure dialect.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
You never before inquired.
I call it linear A script. We found pictographics like this in ancient Greece and ancient Cretan, but we never completely deciphered this form. The symbols are motions.
Oh, those things.
Can you read this?
I believe I can. Seems to be some sort of record.
Hello.
Was that the baby she birthed yesterday?
Yep.
Do you not have children who change and grow?
Well, yeah, sure, but not like that.
That is Filipos. He's 12. Filipos is 12 days old.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
That's why there's no old people. They die so quickly.
And he was saying, you have 100 and some odd days to celebrate your life.
Oh! It's not a 100-day celebration. It's a 100-day life.
Span.
Oh.
So instead of having to wait 100,000 years to see how human physiology evolves, he could do it in 100?
That is correct. Pelops wanted to determine what the human host body would become in the future.
I think he may have created some kind of virus.
Great. So now what you're telling me is this virus, which, by the way, I do not have, is deadly?
Well, if the kids age 5 years and 5 days, what happens when they reach 100 days?
That's from Colonel O'Neill. Wow. What is it? Something we don't have a word for yet.
What do you know what those are?
I can't brain right now. I don't.
There's a term that you know.
Is that the Colonel?
Yes.
What?
It isn't a virus.
All right, what is it?
Well, Dr. Fraser and I came up empty. She's still working on it. The organism, or whatever it is, seems to be compensating for your natural age.
It's killing you.
At the rate you're changing, by the end of 2 weeks, you'll be the equivalent of 100 years old.
Here's the real question. They did find a way to stop this. How does he de-age?
Right.
Your animal died to be like 6th episode of the first season. That would be a jerk move. Oh wait, episode 2. No.
I'm gonna go turn the oven off and then the food's gonna be ready.
They're not multiplying, they're replicating. Living organisms multiply. Machines replicate.
What is it?
Oh,
They're nanites!
their feet. I know what's happening. They're using nanites to speed up the aging process on a DNA level.
But you ate the marriage cake. Came to my bed.
Back up.
Kentya, you thought we were married?
By all our customs, yes.
Sweet.
This is like worse than Shari. How with Shari and Daniel.
Right.
It's eating through the rubber.
Oofta.
Oh no, Jack.
Oh,
blood and tissue samples are being incinerated and pulverized. Work on the Argos project stops now.
He's pulling a Jean
Mm-hmm.
and a Pura.
For crying out loud! His kind kidnap people like you and take them to other worlds to be used as slaves!
Then I will no longer be one of the chosen.
Nor will I.
Yes!
They're waiting to be struck down.
Exactly.
So you like older men, do you? Why aren't we unconscious yet? Should have happened already, Cynthia.
It's only in the village.
Oh!
No one has awakened.
Except for us.
It's only in the village. Yes.
No. The sun has risen and they haven't woken up yet.
Oh.
And whatever it is that knocks us all out at night is right here.
They're saying that they broke the thing that makes them back up.
Oh.
It's a transmitter. 2 different frequencies. One to put the villagers to sleep and to activate the nanosite. The second one to shut it all off for the day.
Why did we wake so late?
That would be
Our
a
tests
slight
indicate
panic.
that your body has been cleansed of the machines that plagued you.
From now on, you and your people should age at a normal rate.
Without these little buggers in your system to maintain the changes, you should return to normal within a week or 2.
That's a little.
I call bullshit.
Yeah. Okay, so
Interesting episode. I didn't like how they solved the problem. at the
don't
end.
like how they solved the problem.
Yes.
It was an interesting problem.
Yes.
And theoretically, although we haven't figured it out yet, theoretically, nanites could be used to accelerate the aging process on a molecular level. However, disengaging said nanites, turning off said nanites would not reverse the process. You would need more nanites
Yes.
in order to do so.
Yes. And even if you did, I would expect your body to go you need like massive like therapy and like big physical therapy and stuff like that.
You would need physical therapy for that to get back on your feet, because your body would be used to working like that of an almost 100-year-old.
Yeah. Funzo.
But you would need to somehow either see, I don't know how nanites work on that scale, but you would need to somehow reverse the aspect of the nanites that were used
You
for
did do those
aging.
complicated things. Lots of complicated things.
Yes. So you would need to either reverse the nanites that are already there so that they reverse the aging, or you would need to put in nanites of your own in order to do so.
But like the whole thing, they're like, wait, back up. Days. Like I quite enjoyed like
Jack looking at his wife like she's 31 days.
No. I enjoyed how we're getting bits. They were very good at like slowly giving you bits and pieces of it, and they're like that's not right. That's not right. Why is it going to this? And I'm here going, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The bits and pieces throughout, like first the woman getting right back up after giving birth when it usually takes a woman at least 2 days of recovery time.
Yeah.
And then the kid is not so much a baby anymore and looked almost like a 3-year-old. And then, that boy over there is 12. Yeah, looks a little big for a 12-year-old, but okay, 12 days.
Back up. Say that again. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But and it makes sense that like they break the statue. The statue is important.
I also think it's really interesting how the aging process worked in specifically Jack, where instead of starting where he was about 40 years old and moving on from there, so 41, 42.
The nans are like,
Oh,
panic mode.
You're like thousands of days old, bro. So let's speed this up a little bit.
We don't know what to do with you, so goodbye.
Goodbye. But that was really interesting. However, nanites don't quite work like that.
That being
shouldn't
said,
work
though,
like that.
wedding cake.
No,
Like, my thing is, what did she put in the wedding cake?
right?
Because that was, I'm pretty sure that was like a root beer or something, like some kind of like, no, not kind of root beer, but like, they put something in that thing because he clearly was drugged. And if that's wedding cake, I don't want the wedding cake.
My guess is that was either a roofie or that was part of the nanites entering his system.
I don't know. It was weird.
Hard to tell though. But
You missed it, but it was like, you know how they have like the shows that like things are like moving around, weird, like the lights. That was going on. I was like, we were like,
They could have just put a massive amount of alcohol in it.
this is also true.
Fair.
Like,
Right.
just because a normal person has like a 5 proof and they're like, oh, this is too much alcohol, you can like go like 100 proof alcohol if you want, and it would essentially do what 20 beers would do in the space of like a small amount of
I know
alcohol.
nothing about alcohol. I've had 0 alcohol.
From what I could tell, it looked like, based on his symptoms, it looked like maybe morphine.
It looked more like not less drunk, more of I'm high.
Not even high in the normal sense.
Yeah.
That was high on a particular drug.
That was
I know. I keep in mind I do not know much. So if anybody has any other guesses,
Yes, please.
or anything more
Would
accurate,
love to hear.
I would love to hear it. But my guess is their own version of like morphine,
Yeah, who knows?
because he was just very happy to be there, and everything looked nice, and everything was nice, and everything was heightened,
And
then
also,
the come down was.
But although I will think, is it weird? I was glad you were there. I'm like that. I don't like that dance. I don't like that dance.
I loved that dance. I was having a blast.
Oh, thank you.
Gracie and I are two very different people.
Yes.
I quite enjoyed that dance. I would love to see it again.
What's your reaction? Oh gosh, but yeah, I'm still kind of. Why would you put that in the wedding cake? Like, what the hell?
Right?
Also, I did note the woman shows. I did notice that. But this episode was a thing. It was a rather interesting episode.
Oh,
but
yeah.
still, it was still Planet of the Month.
We're
and
still
Planet of the Week. I
Planet
can't
of the
do
Week.
this.
It was. I think it's the first episode that I've seen where I cannot really describe. Geek out about the science of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
this one dipped very much more into the sci-fi.
Yeah.
Which I'm not opposed to. Nanites are a real thing. They can be that little itty bitty. And
Triangles.
theoretically, with enough work and time and human evolution, yes, we probably could figure out a way to use them to affect aging.
Mm-hmm.
But this episode definitely took a lot of liberties with the science fiction
Yeah.
aspect of it.
My only problem was certain intimate scenes and the bullshit they pulled at the end. That's my only problem. You're literally like, so
My
is
only
it the
problem
same
was
company
the
as the
bullshit.
first company? I'm like, yes, it definitely is.
My only problem was the bullshit with the science.
Mm-hmm.
I'm great otherwise.
All right, guys. Let's go. Do you guys have anything else to add?
I think I'm good.
All right.
The food is ready.
Yay. Food's ready. All right. I'm Full0Grace.
I'm Wendy V.
This is Ike. We'll see you next time.
Bye.